National Brothers Day is a day throughout our country where the religious of the United States are trying to make it clear just what a brother is. I think a brother is primarily someone who strives to follow Jesus Christ by living in community after the examples of the first disciples, after the example that we find, the pattern that we find in the Acts of the Apostles. In our congregation in particular, all of us are brothers, whether we are ordained members wearing a Roman collar or non-ordained members. The distinguishing factor, I would say, between us, for example, and diocesan priests is that we live in community and that everything we do flows from that Christian community.
Jesus was fully human, besides being fully divine, and he was formed very much by his foster father Joseph and Mary. Family spirit leads to a way that we treat one another. It's very important that we see one another in the image of Christ.
A big part of our life that the students don't see would be very early in the morning and then later at night. We start at 6 o'clock in the morning with morning prayer and Mass, and to be able to worship with the brothers, have the Eucharist every day with the brothers is a way that we all strengthen each other spiritually. We have opportunity for the brothers to share their reflections on the readings, and to get that insight from another brother and his understanding of God's Word and how it touches his heart is a way for us to grow in our own spirituality.
When you give yourself in service to other people, you oftentimes receive back more than you feel that you're giving. And certainly in my vocation, I feel that I have received so much from my brothers, from my students, from all the people that I have worked with over the years. And it's really not about giving things up. It's really about embracing a way of life that makes me available to people, that gives me the freedom to be of service to people in different ways and different places and different times.
We are all enlivened by the talents and the knowledge of each brother. I benefit from a brother's talents, whether it be carpentry or plumbing or electrical, that we're able to do things together.
Our vocation is how God is planning to make us happy, and I really firmly believe that. In many ways, our work is fun. We're blessed to work with teenagers. We're blessed to work with students who are great and they're full of life. And honestly, I find a lot of that in the brothers too. We have a great time together.
I always believe that you can judge the greatness of an artist not by looking at the image of the artist, but what he produces. And in the same sense, what we produce with the number of students involved in so many spiritual, corporal works of mercy here, that's the way many people come to Judge Kellenberg, and it is a great witness to the faith.
Someone who is relational, who likes being with other people, would make a good brother. He is focused on Christ. His life is firmly rooted in divinity, but he also has a strong humanity. He knows his humanity, and in his humanity, which includes his strengths and his weaknesses, he wants to help other human beings and is relatable to other human beings.
If you feel God is calling you to the life of a brother, you should embrace that call, try it, see if it is what brings you joy, see if it's the way that you feel you are called to serve others, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid.